Imagine studying every day for 3 to 5 hours, sitting at your desk without taking breaks, consistently checking your phone, sitting at the same spot and going over the same notes again and again. Do you really call that studying? Have you ever spent hours doing this, only to end up with the same grade as your friend who crammed the night before? It is frustrating, isn't it? You put in all this time, skip out on fun activities, lose sleep, and still your grades are just not what makes you satisfied at the end of the day. The problem isn't the amount of time you spend, but how you spend that time. Effective studying isn't about long hours. It is about focus, strategies, and using your time wisely. Just like someone cramming might get the same results, it is because they might be using their time more efficiently, even if it is the last minute. By studying smarter, not harder, you can achieve better results without burning yourself out and also having more time to do whatever you enjoy doing. There's a lot that we wish we can do, but the lack of time makes it harder to do it during the day. But here's the thing, it is not your fault. The way that you have been studying is probably inefficient and outdated. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can cut your study time by 80% and still come out on the top. You don't need to give up your weekends or spend late nights stressing about it. The first thing, which literally is crucial and is something that you need to do it, is to change your mindset. Let's be real. If you start your study session thinking, oh, this is going to be a torture, you are setting yourself up for failure before you even begin. Your brain is powerful and your mindset can totally change how your study session goes. Think about it. When you tell yourself something is hard or boring, it feels like it drags on forever. Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and what is not real. If you are imagining yourself in a bad situation or in a negative thought, you will find yourself feeling sad, no matter what, because your brain doesn't know what's real and what's not. Then next time when you sit down to study, try to tell yourself, this is going to be quick and easy, or I'm going to crush this. When you approach a task with a positive attitude, your brain is more likely to focus and get into the flow, making the material easier to absorb. I used to dread studying math. I kept telling myself, I suck at this. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'd get frustrated, give up, and never improve. But when I started saying, I can figure it out and break things down step by step, I noticed a huge difference. The material didn't magically get easier, but my approach did. And suddenly, studying felt less like a chore and more like a challenge I could handle. So next time when you're dreading your study session, change your mindset and tell yourself you can do it. No matter what, it's something that you can handle it. And then watch how smoother it goes. It is not just about feeling good. It is about training your brain to work with you, not against you. And the next thing that you need to do, and it works very well for me, is the Pomodoro technique. Ever heard the Pomodoro technique? It is basically a cheat code for productivity, especially whenever I'm struggling to focus or I have no motivation, I'm just procrastinating to start the work. I would tell myself I'm going to do focus for 25 minutes and then after that I will gonna take 5 minutes break, and then I will gonna find myself doing the same process multiple times during the day, which at the end of the day gonna help me to realize how I have been learning smarter, not harder. When you find yourself also struggling and you cannot focus or you don't have any motivation, then what you need to do is to use Pomodoro technique. This technique gonna help you to do not procrastinate a lot, and also it's gonna reward you with 5 minutes time block that you can do whatever you want in these 5 minutes. This Pomodoro technique is life-changing and it's gonna help you a lot. The next thing that you need to do is to master the 80-20 rule. When you have got limited time to study, there's no point in drowning yourself in every tiny detail of your notes, and instead focus on 20% of material that is going to give you 80% of the result. This is called the 80-20 rule or the Pareto principle. It is not about studying everything, but about being smart with your time. Most people think studying means sitting for hours with your notes, but really it is about a strategy. Efficient studying isn't about knowing everything. It is about knowing what matters the most. And the best part is when you focus on the crucial 20%, not only you perform better, but you also gonna free up a lot of time that you can hang out with your friends or maybe do a lot of other activities that you really like to do. The next thing that you need to do when you're studying is phone lockdown. Our phones are like a black hole for time. You sit down to study, but then a notification pops up, and before you know it, you have spent an hour scrolling TikTok or replying to group chats. One way to fight these is by using apps like Forest, where you grow a tree the longer you stay off of your phone, or App Block, which lately shut down apps during study hours. If that's not enough for you, then leave it in another room entirely, or sometimes you can give it to a friend or a family member that they're gonna keep it for you and you won't gonna be distracted again by any notification while you're studying. Trust me, your future self and your stress level will thank you.